Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. Not talking about Blake 7. Oh no, we're talking about Doctor Who. We're talking about Requiem for the Rocket Men. Now, there's been this whole thing where I really enjoyed the existence of the Eminence. I know the Eminence aren't in this, but bear with me. Where we've got to experience their storyline backwards in the way that you, say, would buy DVDs or VHS if you were unfamiliar with the original run of Doctor Who. You'd pick and choose and eventually you'd discover the whole of the narrative. Well, with the Rocket Men, I'm kind of in the same place, but I'm at the end. I'm in what feels like the final ever, I mean it's called Requiem, the final ever storyline for this, for the Rocket Men. And I've not experienced them anywhere else. I've not heard the Companion Chronicles. I've not heard the other tales, and this is the first full cast story with the Rocket Men in. Now, I used to watch King of the Rocket Men when it was repeated on BBC Two. There was nice 1950s, well, adventure serials I loved. Even Rocketeer isn't as bad as everyone makes out. Oh no. But this is Doctor Who, and it's the Fourth Doctor in Leela. Now, as you know, I've been loving the Fourth Doctor in the exciting world of, well, Doctor Who. Here we've got Leela, K9 and the Fourth Doctor all together. Uncle Tom's being as mad and as eccentric as ever. His voice is back on form, that cold or flu he had is cleared up, and everyone's going for it. We know that Geoffrey Beevers is in this story, he's on the box, and we know that the Rocket Men are, well, past it. The narrative opens in one direction, then it jumps in a completely different direction, and that's lovely. It's kind of jarring, and every so often it makes you go, is my MP3 player working properly? And then you go, yes it is, after you've checked and gone back. I should have more faith in my equipment, I really should. And then we've got the nice standard storyline. But it's got twists, it's got turns. It's got the fact that K9 has never met the Master, and the K9 talks, well, to the Doctor, calling him Master, which is hilarious for about 2 minutes. But you've got other fabulous moments. Beavis is just silky and scary and brilliant. The fact that he used to work with John Leeson, the guy who does K9's voice, well, it's just great. They've definitely got some form of chemistry going on, and I'm fond of that. To be honest, the chemistry all round is pretty damn impressive. So, what's the problem? Well, as with most of these Doctor Who's, the Tom Baker audios, they're one disc long. You've got one story. Yes, I know that this is really continued next disc, not wanting to give away any spoilers there, as are some of the other Fourth Doctor discs. Well, no, this story just feels weird. The Master turns up halfway through the story and has to foil one of the Doctor's plans. It's a lovely turnaround, but something that I don't really want to happen again. They are definitely working with the Master at Big Finish and understanding how the stories work and indeed how the whole narrative structure works all round. For a one-disc story, it is tightly packed, almost crammed, and yet takes its time to breathe, which is a very good balancing trick. The actors' lines are crafted rather than just thrown onto a page. The standard is, well, exactly what we'd expect from Big Finish. Narrative-wise, I'm just not quite sure. You've got the Doctor trying to trick the Rocket Men into, well, giving up and finally being defeated. Sort of removing that tiny cancer that's all that's left of them after they've been defeated so many times by the Doctor's earlier incarnations. You've got rebellion, which is a lovely theme of the Fourth Doctor's time. And Beaver's Master, well, just plain works. So, a great audio that just doesn't seem to last long enough. But as next week is part 2, that works for me. And the closing scenes of this story, well, they work better, so much better, than the end of the Invasion of Time. And when you listen to this, you'll know exactly what I mean. So until next time, I'll say farewell and speak to you all about Blake 7 or probably Doctor Who. Be seeing you.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, The Fourth Doctor Adventures.
Capsule approaches.
Show me. There you go. A TARDIS. Right on time.
The itinerant time and space traveller known as the Doctor, wanted dead or alive. This is a busy public thoroughfare. No one's going to open fire on us in a crowded street.
Well, looks like I've caught myself a Time Lord.
Keep back! I have a knife! One step closer!
You're now my prisoners. I'm taking you to the Rocket Men.
You had better not be playing games with me, Shandar. I do not appreciate
You
it.
do know who you're dealing with. The Rocket Men are feared across all sentient systems.
How many times has the Doctor defeated you now? How many men have you lost to his interference?
He's just a Time Lord. One of many.
In the event of hostile action, I am to immobilize or kill the Time Lord.
He's a mass murderer.
Asteroid SW-72 has been detonated. Everything else is a ricochet.
To the Doctor, nothing is impossible.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Failing to stop you, I seem to find that an impossibility too.
Two of the greatest criminal minds the galaxy's seen trying to outplay each other.
Sorry.
Fantastic.
This probably doesn't look very good.
It hardly seems worthy.
Doctor Who, Requiem for the Rocket Men. Big Finish. We love stories.
You've been listening to the Tin Dog Podcast, available on RSS, iTunes, Stitcher, Audio Boom and Tumblr. Doctor Who and its associated works are copyright of the BBC. No infringement is intended. You can contact the show, donate, buy merchandise or find out more about my other projects by visiting the Tin Dog Podcast homepage and clicking on the links. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.